This video will show you how to submit a volunteering opportunity role through the Volunteer Managers section of the CVS website. There are other videos showing you how to activate your Volunteer Managers account and also how to log into this section of the website. Once you are ready to submit an opportunity, log into your Volunteer Manager account, and if it's the first time that you're doing this, we recommend that you read through the Writing a Compelling Volunteer Ad guidance. Once you are ready to submit your volunteering opportunity, click on Submit an Opportunity, and it will take you through to the opportunity submission form. Make sure your contact information is clearly displayed at the top of the page. And this leads you on to the opportunity details. The first thing you need to do is think of an opportunity title. Try and make it clear so that it represents what you want the volunteer to do. Select whether the opportunity is based at the organisation's address or not at a specific address. And if you want the volunteer to undertake the volunteering opportunity on certain times and days of the week, you can do so here. You can also select the volunteer commitment. Is it one-off for an event, short-term or long-term? And this is where you put your short description of your opportunity. And this will be used in newspaper adverts and social media, so you want to make sure it's brief but clear. You want to attract somebody, but you don't want to put too much irrelevant information. This is the section where you provide a role description, describing the types of activity the volunteer will be doing. You want to think about your tone in this section, so don't be too formal and avoid using jargon. This might be your first introduction to this potential volunteer, so you want to be approachable. You might want to think of some examples of specific tasks that the role will need to do. So for instance, instead of saying gardening activity, you might want to put down clearing weeds and mowing in our allotment and make it more specific. Think as well what the volunteer will get out of it and what their benefits will be. Might they learn some new skills? Will they have access to training? Might they meet new friends and have fun? And think about the skills you might need as well. You particularly might want to think about whether you want to focus more on soft skills such as communication skills rather than a specific level of education. Once you've filled in this section, read it back and maybe even read aloud what you've written to see how it sounds. Select which groups and services within the community that this volunteering opportunity will be helping. And this is useful because some potential volunteers might search on these categories. If you do require skills and qualifications, add them here. And give the potential volunteer an idea of the application process. Select whether a DBS check is required and if there's any age stipulations. Fill in the rest of the form with the relevant information. And you might want to put here what initial training might be available for the volunteer as well. Type of activity. This is the activity that the volunteer opportunity relates to, so please think about not selecting more than 5. And opportunity locations is another important section, as the volunteer might well be searching on geographical locations broken down by towns and villages. If the opportunity can do the work throughout Cheshire East, you can select that here. There's an option for outside of Cheshire East. Or if it's specific towns, maybe even just one town or a couple, you can break it down as well. Read through your form, check that you're happy with it, and then click on Submit. It will let you know if there's any parts that you need to have another look at or any parts that you've missed, and then your opportunity will go through to the CVS team.